that moment? That just happened. They bring in that jersey for you. What you think when you see it? Where's it going to hang? All the things.
Oh man, I have no idea. It's really cool, obviously, and for it to happen on a day where both Stan and Josh are here, and for them to say congratulations, I'm like, congratulations, man. I just say thank you for allowing me to be here. And I always go back to the game '82 in Minnesota, where 95 of any sports team owner would have fired me. But as Mr. K said, he goes, we understand that this is always a process, and you have to give things the time they need to fully develop. And that's a direct result of that kind of sound judgment and a belief from ownership. But yeah, Cal and Booth have that made, so obviously really appreciate the gesture. It came out really nice. I guess I'll have to get another one made when I'm done that says like 1,273 games. Hell no. But yeah, really nice, really cool. I have to figure out where to put it.
Were you holding your breath after that game '82?
No, not at all. Because I knew that with the team we had in Game 3, my relationship with Tim Connolly, the front office, my relationship with both Stan and Josh, we had won 46 games, and we went up to, that was like the original play-in game before the play-in.
Right.
And they had, as a franchise, Minnesota had got all in with vets, and we were playing two young puppies in Nicola and Jamal, and we wound up losing in overtime. But as a coach, you just have to do your job and trust yourself and rely upon your principles. And one day when you come to work, your key's not going to let you in. It happens to every coach, and that's part of this business, unfortunately. But if you can go home every night, look yourself in the mirror, and know that you've done your best as a coach to help this team, help this franchise, then you can live with yourself, regardless of the decision. But I don't ever second guess everything. I'm just really thankful to be here, because not many sports teams are ran and have ownership like we have here, and I'm a direct beneficiary of that.
It seems pretty fitting that that's the way it was given to you. Even after you passed the mark and you came home, it was just an announcement on the PA, and that was it. And then here, you're just sitting there hanging out, and then boom, here it comes. Is that just kind of how you want to just fly under the radar and just keep racking up more wins? You don't want to make a big deal?
Yeah, I mean, I learned this from my father. As a coach, it's never about you. It's cool, it's great for them to recognize it, but it's about our players. That's my job as a coach, to have a great coaching staff, to have great players, but I never want it to be about me. I want it to be about our team, I want it to be about our players, I want it to be about our coaching staff and the great coaches that I have, but that's just me. For me, that's just me doing my job in 10 years and having tremendous players who put me in that position. But yeah, I don't need the song, the dance, the bells and whistles. I like less is more.
Looks like Aaron Gordon was in practice gear today. Was he able to go through parts of practice? Any update on him?
Yeah, he was definitely able to go through parts of it. I think he's definitely trending in the right direction. What does that mean? Obviously, more importantly, when will he be back? We're going into a back-to-back, another 3 and 4 here at home. I don't know. He won't play tomorrow. I'm not sure about the Clipper game or the Brooklyn game. But all I know is that today was a positive day, a step in the right direction. I asked him as he was going through practice how he felt, and he said he was feeling really good. So hopefully when he wakes up tomorrow, because this is the most he's done in a while, when he wakes up, hopefully he's feeling just as well.
We've heard you talk about Russ's voice as a leadership, but how valuable is the example he sets with just like the energy he plays with on a nightly basis?
Well, not even just the energy he plays with on a nightly basis, but even on a practice like today. I've been in the league a long time. The toughest practices are after an off day. You had a back-to-back, you had an off day, you come into the gym, we're going into a 3 and 4, so now you're trying to herd cats to get these guys to understand the urgency and importance. And when you have a guy like Russ who's going to lead with his voice, but also he's your hardest worker in practice, and he's doing everything with details and holding other guys accountable when they're not. You can't put a dollar sign on that. That's so invaluable for a team with as many young players and impressionable players as we have. So, constantly grateful and thankful for everything that Russ is doing for us on and off the court.
The discrepancy in kind of shot diet between you guys and Boston was a thing before this year. Maybe it's a little more extreme now with the way that they're getting threes up, but you guys were able to hold them below their average makes in both of those wins last season. What are the keys in terms of trying to limit them on the three-point line?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, I'll be honest, I think no matter what you do, they're going to get 53s up. I really believe that. They're 19 of their 53s they take are off the bounce, so they're shooting pull-up threes in transition. They're shooting pull-up threes in pick and rolls. That is their thing offensively. We're going to just get a lot of threes up. They started off really, really hot. The last 17, I think they're 10 and 7. And they shoot the same number of threes and makes in wins and losses, but the percentage is much different. So point being, they're going to get 50 up. That's just how they're wired. But I think that it's the quality of three that they get up. You know, you cannot be down the floor inside the three-point line in transition. In pick and rolls, you cannot be down the floor. Give Tatum, Brown, Pritchard, Holiday, White easy walk-in threes. You can't beat yourself in transition. You can't give them offensive rebound, kick-out threes. So we just have to make sure we're not giving them the quality looks over and over and over again, to be disciplined within our coverages, and knowing that we'll have to change throughout the course of a game because they are an offensive, firepower, and we'll have to give them different looks throughout.
I know every roster is a bit different, but your deployment of Russell Westbrook this year and spot starts, closing, it kind of reminds me of how you guys use Bruce Brown. I don't know, do you see any similarities there and what they bring to the team in just the versatility and the lineups you put together?
Well, I mean, to your point, Bruce was a guy that we brought off the bench, and when we had injuries, we throw him out there. We've done that with Russ. Russ started the year coming off the bench. Unfortunately, Aaron Gordon's missed 17 of our 34 games. So Russ has started a lot of games for us, and he's played a lot of different positions. And even when he's not starting, to your point, he's a guy that I'm going to have out there end of games because I trust him on both ends to make the right play and to have the wherewithal to go out there and get a timely stop. I can definitely see the comparisons in those two, the versatility, the toughness, and their ability to play with and off of all the guys around them, namely Nikola and Jamal. Russ's combination, two-man efficiency with Nikola Jokic has just been spectacular.
How did he earn that trust with you?
Well, from far, for 17 years, you're watching his body of work and from coaching against him for so many years. And then you couple that with all the film work we did this summer when we talked about bringing him in. And I think when I mentioned it back on Media Day, a lot of guys go, Russell Westbrook defense? And they used him as a late game closer last year on the other team's best player a lot of nights, and we're doing the same thing. So it's through watching him, through studying him, and just through the impact he's had here. And he gets the respect of the officials, and he has a high IQ, and he's going to leave it on the floor. You know me, Katie. I want competitors. I want guys that are going to give a second effort, a third effort, a fourth effort, whatever it takes. And here he is, 17 years in, still playing just as hard as he did when he was a rookie, which is just truly incredible.
We've asked you before about, when you played the Cavs, about it being a measuring stick game because of where they are in the standings. Is it the same thing when you have the defending champs coming to town?
Yeah, of course. We went through that last year, right? Bullseye's on your back. Everybody's going to get up to play you. Well, Boston has that this year. And we know how talented they are. They're fully healthy, which they haven't been a lot of this season. And they're going to throw a lot of things at us. So, yes, I think you always want to measure yourself against the best. We struggled with Cleveland. We beat OKC earlier in the year, gave them their first loss. And tomorrow's another chance to play against one of the elite teams in the NBA. And hopefully we can build on being 4-1 in our last 5. Hopefully we can build on being 9-4 in our last 13 and just finding that consistency, which has been somewhat of an issue for us this year. But I like where we're at. We know we have a tough month. Boston's going to be a great challenge for us, and I think our players are looking forward to it.
Appreciate it.